feed needs you to subscribe right now with notifications on so that we may enjoy a plethora of subscribers. Say 1 million perhaps? No? Yes.
You heard the man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today we're going to talk about Ace Frehley and Kiss. And basically, as you know, the members of Kiss and Ace have been at odds for a number of years. He famously left the band. He returned for a time. It's been a big mess ever since then. And for the last 2 to 3 years, Kiss has been on their supposed farewell tour. It's worth noting that they have done a farewell tour also in the past, but there were questions as to whether or not guys like Ace were going to actually be able to perform with the band, seeing as it was going to be the last time that they performed together. And you know, they could let bygones be bygones and their own differences. They could set them aside and basically let them get out there on the stage for the fans at least once or twice during the tour. Well, now Ace is actually weighing in on this topic, and he spoke to Eddie Trunk on Trunk Nation with Eddie Trunk on Sirius XM yesterday, and he had an interesting comment to make about this actual potential reunion and what it would take for him to actually reunite with his former bandmates. He said, I exchanged messages with those guys from time to time. Gene gave me a phone call a couple of weeks ago, actually, and I still haven't gotten back to him. I've been preoccupied with moving and unpacking and designing. I'm the architect for this new studio. I'm building a new house in New Jersey, so I've been pretty jammed up, but I will get back to Gene. I speak to Paul from time to time. I speak to Gigi and Peter, so we're all friends. It's a shame the press makes it out that we all hate each other after what we created and we accomplished over the last 40 years. Me and Peter and Paul and Gene being founding members of Kiss, there's no reason why we shouldn't be friends. Let bygones be bygones. And so he says, is there any part of them? Yeah, you know, Eddie asked him, is there any part of him that hopes that he can perform with them again? And he says, I think it's a possibility, but they'd have to reach deep into their pockets. I'm not getting up on stage for free. I can tell you that right now. I'm doing it because I love it, but I also love the money, and I love my Jaguar and my new Escalade and my new house, and I have all these things because of the music business and my fans. I give my fans 110% and they give me 110%. So it works both ways. But Paul and Gene absolutely have admitted numerous times they're in it for the money, sometimes more so than the music. I'm not going to get up there for free, and I don't think any of my fans would expect me to, but I think my fans would love to see me up there. Now, it's of note that Ace is saying that it's essentially the media that creates this fictitious narrative that they don't get along. In 2019, Ace made a very public statement lashing out at Gene Simmons. Posting to his social media, he said, I've tried to be nice and friendly by inviting you and Paul to perform on my past albums for E1. Give each of you guys one of my prized Gibson Les Paul 59 models, but today's comments have made me realize that you're an asshole and a sex addict who's been sued by multiple women, and you're just trying to sweep it under the carpet. The icing on the cake was when you groped my wife and propositioned her in Los Angeles at the Capitol Records building behind my back when I was trying to help at one of your vault experiences, which I only found out about several weeks later. She was planning on pursuing a suit against you, but I told her to call it off. So if the media is hyping this up, his statements certainly are not helping any. And even in the comments that he made on Trunk Nation, they are sort of backhanded. Like he says, you know, well, there's no beef between us, but then he also says, I give my fans 110% and they give me. But Paul and Gene absolutely have admitted numerous times they're in it for the money, sometimes more so than the music. That's certainly not going to accelerate you guys getting back up on stage together. And it sounds to me like, honestly, I don't know if he would admit this, but it seems like maybe maybe he realizes there might not be that big of a chance of him performing with Kiss again, which is unfortunate. I think he should be playing with Kiss again, and I agree with him. He should be paid, and he should be paid well. Those guys are making tons of money. He shouldn't get up there for free. But, maybe the guys, Gene, maybe he sees it a different way. I wish they all would be able to come to some sort of an agreement and perform together. I think they might regret it later. You might not say that now, but, you could regret that later. So anyways, folks, that is all for now. Thanks so much for joining us today at Rockfeed. Again, if you're new here, please subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on breaking news and updates.